Hi guys, welcome back to another wash day video. Today I'm going to be showing you guys a quick, super friendly hairstyle. Right now, when it comes to fall, I like to keep it simple. So I'm going to show you guys the products that I use for the wash day portion, and then we're going to jump into the prep, and then we'll move into styling. So let's get started with what I started with. Number one, my shampoo and conditioner. This time I used something different. It's still in the Maui Moisture brand, which is what I've been using predominantly for the last 6 months or so. So this one here is the Maui Moisture Detoxifying Volcanic Ash Shampoo for dull, congested hair. I like to do this in between seasons to allow me to just release my hair from the weather, treatments, and all that jazz. I put a lot of product in my hair at different times of year. I vary product. So I like to decongest my hair. So that's for this one. And then I also have their matching conditioner. I also did a mask, but I did that last week and I didn't film it. I'm sorry, but it's the exact same thing. It's just the hair mask for this. Or deep conditioner, one or the other. I'll insert a picture when I find it.
12 seconds later.
Oh wait, I found it. I do have the mask. This is the Detoxifying Volcanic Ash Scalp Care Mask for dull, congested hair. Boom. This is nice, guys. Like, it smells just like the shampoo. Very earthy like. As you guys can see, I'm a little heavy-handed. I've done one mask. I think I did one on my husband's dreads. So this mask right here, my hair felt really nice and soft. It felt clean, like clean. Like it wasn't weighed down by like weeks of product that might have been like seeped into the shaft of my hair. So this is the mask. Definitely like this. I do mask probably like once a month. So I'm probably going to stick to using this until I run out, and then I'll move into something a little bit more nourishing for the cooler temperatures. So I have my handy dandy spray bottle. Woo! Now, as you guys see, my water is a little murky. That is because I took some hot water, my conditioner, and I put it in here to give me a little slip. So if I need it while I'm styling, I'll have that. I probably won't, but just in case. So, like I said, I've already done the prep in the shower. I started the prep, should I say. Step one, which is my leave-in. So, first thing first, I'm gonna add just a little bit of oil to my hand. I kind of like to reduce frizz that way. Just like when I take my hair down, I like to put a little oil in my hand when I'm doing this step as well. So, I'm going to show you guys in the front section. I'm going to divide this in half. Like that. Just loosely pin this out the way. And then I'm going to take my oil, rub a little on my hands. I don't use a lot of oil, guys. Like really, when doing my hair, I probably stick to about 1 to 2 ounces of oil use when I'm doing my wash day. It's just easy for me that way to just, get a little bit. A little bit goes a long way because I'm using thick oils as well as more softer fine oils. I'm actually just going to do this in sections. Make my life easier. Never mind. Okay. So the oil is on about a nickel size amount for a section this size. I'm going to take about this much of the butter, rub it in my hands, and then just lightly grab my hair. I bring this all the way to the roots as well as I can. Rub that on, rub that on, rub that on. For those of you who wonder, I do the LLC method, which is liquid, oil, cream. So my liquid oil cream is my leave-in, which is the As I Am leave-in conditioner. And then my oil is my DIY customized oil blend. And then my cream is a double butter. Once I have this section thoroughly moisturized, he is hydrated and moisturized and ready to go. I'll just twist it into a 2-strand twist real quick. And when you get to the ends, just go ahead, swirly, 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 and that'll secure that together. This does not have to be the most neatest, everything is being sectioned part of this hairstyle processing for you. Wash day is already a long day, depending on the length of your hair, the density of your hair, the texture of your hair, like all those things combined into how long it takes you to do your hair. My wash day, like the literal shower part, because I wash my hair in sections, I will shampoo each section, rinse out the shampoo, apply my conditioner in each section, let that sit for like 5 minutes, wash out that conditioner, add on the leave-in. It could take me like 30 minutes to go through each section because I'm actually shampooing the section, rinsing it out, put on the conditioner, brushing the conditioner through, using my Vintage brush. This is my favorite brush to use in the shower. So I will brush through the conditioner, and that for me is my detangling in the shower. So as you saw, I put on my oil. I put the hair oil on my scalp, and I also put it on my hair strands. Now I'm getting my butter, bringing that all the way down. I always check in the mirror to make sure I get this section, because sometimes, the sections you can't see can be neglected. And if I'm concerned that I neglected a section, I'll just grab like a pea-sized amount and then grab my hair and pull it forward to ensure that I am locking moisture in on a 360 kind of way. Okay, pick up my Vintage brush. I am planning on braiding my hair, so I'm not too frazzled about keeping anything, my curl texture. If I was, I would probably put on my curling jelly at this point, but I'm doing cornrows. All right, and twirl the ends. Now to get this section out of my way, I'll just grab it, twist it, clip it, and move on to the next section. I'm gonna go ahead and finish the next 3 sections off camera, and then I'll come back and we'll start the styling. All right, my lovelies, I have officially hydrated and moisturized my hair. They're all sectioned off and ready to go. The next thing we're gonna be doing is focusing on parting. When I'm thinking about my hairstyle for the day, I always think about parting. It can be the hardest thing when you're not really sure where you're going today, as far as like, what hairstyle would I do? And you start like fantasizing, you might start watching some videos, you might start looking through magazines or something like that, Instagram and all that, and you'll see all these hairstyles like, ooh, I could do that, I could do that. But when you've narrowed it down and you decided what you're gonna do, parting is pretty much the next hardest thing you have to think about, but it's all groovy. For me, it's typically some random diagonal, and we move on. So now that my sections are hydrated, like I said, I'm just gonna go ahead and take down the twist. Be right back. Alrighty, so it's all taken down. As you can see, my hair has a nice natural sheen and luster, which means we did a good job. Now, you can pick your parting tools. You can use your rat tail comb, or you can get the big boy, this nice big wide tooth orange comb. Either method is perfectly fine. It depends on what you're doing. Since I'm going to divide my hair into 2 halves and then braid my hair from there, I'm going to go ahead and just make one large part using this bad boy. So, yeah, we're going to start by going straight back, but not dead center. I'm actually going to go off center to my left. I think my part looks good. We're going off feel. Now, if you guys have watched any of my other videos, you know that your girl is one thing and one thing, less stress. If my part is a little wonky, a little crooked, whatever, we're gonna call it part of the style and keep it moving. But I always keep a hand mirror. This is my Eiffel Tower hand mirror. I thought it was so cute. So I use this to give a good checky check on the party part. He looks good. All right, so my part looks good enough. I'm not gonna be a big old deal about it. And then for a little flare, so I come here and bring it in like that. So my part has more of a swoopy action. Just like that. You can make that as deep of a swoop as you want. I'm just gonna do that. I'm gonna braid this section up. I'm lying, I'm just gonna twist this. We'll put this in a 2-string twist real quick. Grab a clip, pin them into place. So there you go. If you're concerned about grabbing any of the hair here in the front, you can take a bobby pin, one of these duckbill clips, and just sort of pin it at an angle like that. And that'll hold down any potential flyaway situation. So like that. All right. Now I'm going to braid this section. I'm thinking like 4 braids or so, and I'm going to slowly angle them backwards to the point where all my braids will meet in the back of my head. That's the vision. So let's start with, we'll start in the front. I'm gonna grab it, bring it straight down. I like to use my big comb kind of like as the head of the show here when it comes to partying. And then when my sections get smaller, I can use the rat tail comb to sort of save the day. I'm gonna pin the section we're not messing with right now out of the way. Yeah. So this is gonna be my accent braid. I'm gonna take my rat tail comb, my fine tooth section here, and I'm gonna comb that out, make sure he is fully detangled and ready to go. Trying to braid your hair and you have tangles can be a really, really big no-no. Like, don't do it. So, the plan with this section is to braid it going down like this to help me frame my face. And then the rest of them are gonna be going down and at an angle. To help with styling today, I'm gonna pick up the usual, my curling jelly. For this size section, I'm just gonna dip my finger in there, get about a nickel to between a dime and a nickel size amount. I mean, this is not a large section, it's fairly thin. And I'm just gonna put that in. We're gonna pick up my bristle brush to comb that and brush that product through. I like using a bristle brush when I'm doing something like this because A, it sort of gets the hair nice and smooth. B, I think it gets the product through really, really well. And I can sort of give my hair the directionality that I want. If you wanted to, you could just lay this down like this, let this dry, let your natural texture shine through, and just wear that part down. But I don't want no hair in my face, so we're not gonna do that. So just gonna grab this section, and we're gonna comb roll him straight down along the part that I made. Once you get to the bottom, you start, as you can see, I sort of did a few twists to show you guys. Like, as you can see, my hair is starting to do its own little thing where it's braiding into itself. So just by taking my finger and pulling that through, now I have 3 sections again. So reduce tangling by just taking that extra step of detangling the ends as you're braiding. I'm gonna finish this one up, part the next section, and show you what we're working with. All right. Okay, so I have the second section parted. That is a tongue twister, my lovely. All right, so what I did was took the part, we went straight down this way, and then we angled it towards behind my ear. And like I said, when you're doing cornrows, it's really important to control directionality, and the best way to do that is with your parting. So if you want your part to be at an angle, if you want it to be straight back, if you want it to have a swoop, if you want to be diagonal, you want to create zigzag, whatever it is, make sure your parts are fully established, or should I say the part is fully established before you move forward to the next section. And before I start on this lump here, I want to let you guys know, I never really braid this section of my hair. These little fine hairs that are like my baby hairs, I don't braid those. They're shorter than the rest of my hair. There's finer texture. And if you braid those sections, you can end up noticing when you start picking up the little bitty fine hairs at the edge of at the perimeter of your head, guess what? Those hairs can fall out. You can have friction alopecia. You can have pulling and tugging and end up losing that hair in the front, or they'll start to break off and damage. So kind of avoid doing that. I don't really grip anything at the perimeter of my hair. No, that means the front, the sides, and the back. Because the hair in the back of my head, at the nape of my neck, is shorter. It has a much tighter curl pattern. And by trying to grab it, pull it, tug it,
I remember my first time playing Bop It.
it can get really painful. You can notice like friction going on back there. From all that pulling, you can cause yourself to have like little micro bumps, or worse, you can have really large bumps. You can develop ingrown hairs in the back of your head. It can be a really difficult situation. So just be really mindful of braiding your hair when you're in the perimeters. While I'm giving you guys some speech, let me go ahead and prep this section for braiding. He sort of dried out from me sitting here. Look, these are my little personal pet peeves when it comes to like styling your hair. Like, be careful with your hair, guys. Like, you might not think too much into certain styles or whatever because people are more focused on like the aesthetic. Like, it's pretty, which it is, honey. Y'all look amazing out there in these streets. I've been watching. But a thing that I really do like to emphasize to anyone who's doing cornrows, box braiding, lemonade braids, whatever, is be careful with how you style your hair, because it's not just the hair that you might end up losing length because of breakage or dehydration or anything like that. That's not the only thing that's being affected. The actual hair shaft, these precious little ends here, they're not the only thing being affected when you're braiding your hair. You're also affecting your scalp. So if you're braiding things really, 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 really tight, where you're starting to make and create hills and valleys in the scalp, remember, your hair it comes from your scalp, and your scalp is skin. So you have to treat this very kindly, just like you would any other skin on your body. But when you start messing with that scalp, you're messing with the health of new potential hair. So be mindful, guys. Be mindful. If you're going to get your hair braided by a second person, maybe you're going to the shop, or you have a friend or a family member who can braid, and she's going to be hooking you up, remember to, hey, be gentle on my scalp, bro. Like, don't treat your scalp poorly. Like, even though my braids, like, some people tell me, your braids look so tight. And I'm like, no, they're not. They're actually relatively loose. I just give it a little bit of pull, gentle tugging, should I say, in the prep process. So I'm like I have a nice grip on my hair at the roots, but I don't want to braid it super duper tight. Like, as you guys can see, like, even though I'm braiding my hair, guess what? There's little to no tugging here. Like, I can wiggle the braid a little bit. So if you look at my video that I just posted, the hair video, I finally got it up. I know. Slow-mo. But I finally have it posted, and you'll see that some of those oils say they nourish the scalp. They protect and help stimulate hair growth. I'm using shea butter, for instance. Shea butter is easily absorbed into the scalp. It's moisturizing, it's nourishing. It really does help your scalp, guys. So please be mindful of the products that you're using in your hair. Be mindful of what essential oils are you using, what butters are you using. Shea butter, cocoa butter. There's several other butters that address different things. So this part is done. Let's get this out the way so I can show you guys my part. There we go. So there's this one. He's gonna curve and just going in the form of that line there to the back. Sectioning my hair so I can add my gel. When my sections get bigger, like this was a small section, you can use a small amount of gel product, whatever your holding product is. But when I'm doing larger, longer, bigger sections, I kind of like separate them out like this. Apply the curling jelly Do a little finger detangling if I need to. Pick up my brush to smooth everybody out. And to make it easier, I'm just gonna pull this forward. Grab another globble. Oh my God, my friends always tell me, like, you have the most unique words sometimes when I'm referring to things, and I don't know. It's just my way of describing things. It's like a glob, a gloop, a dollop. I can't tell you exactly what each section is called, but I know what it looks like to me. All right, like when I'm styling my hair and I tell people, like, use your hair mask, and I'll tell them, use a generous ice cream scoop amount, glob, okay? I'm generous with my hair mask. I'm gonna put this on, I'm gonna let this sit in my head, I'm gonna let it do what it do, boo. For like anywhere from 15 minutes to 30 minutes. I want my hair to get all the perks and benefits of this because I only do it like once a month. It just depends really. If I'm like in the winter time and my hair is starting to get like dry, brittly in texture, despite the fact that I'm putting on my usual suspects here. I'm using my leave-in, I'm using my oil, I'm using my butters and creams, and my hair still feels slightly dry, then yeah, I'll get like a hydrating mask and put that on. I might go get some aloe vera and create an aloe vera pre-poo, put that on my scalp and my hair and let that sit on my head. You know, it just really depends. Like, listen to the needs of your scalp and your hair. If your hair is dry, then get a mask that's hydrating. If your hair is feeling weighed down, then you might need to do a detoxifying mask. If you're just not getting that oomph out of your curls, sometimes you really do need a detoxifier. I am not talking well today. Maybe I need to get some coffee in my system. Once I get done with this braid, we might go do that. As you can see here, the hair is being braided for this braid here. Will be the accent braid. I'll be wearing this in the front. These braids, as you can see, I'm angling it backwards behind my ear so I can pull it this way. And I'm kind of making like a swoop motion. So the goal is to have this going back because we might end up picking this up and putting it in here just to keep my whole head like out of my way. We shall see when we get to this other section. So like I said, I'm going to continue with parting, braiding these down, and then once I'm done, I'll show you what this right section looks like. Then we'll start on the left section. We'll be back, guys. See you in a flash. Alrighty, my lovelies, I am done with this section. I realized I wasn't recording anymore and I went on ahead and did this other piece. I'm gonna move this clip out the way so you guys can see what I did. So this is what we have. As you can see, the braids are angled to go backwards. So I can literally put my hair in a ponytail if I want to, just to get the braids off back of my neck, make it easier when I'm taking a shower type of vibe. And on this side, I just sort of angled it backwards with a slight curve. So he's following my ear. And we're gonna finish up this middle section here. I was debating whether or not I wanted to do like 3 or so on this side, but I'm going with just 2. And a couple of tittle bits. When I'm braiding my hair, I'm thinking about how I want my hair to look in its braided state, and I'm also thinking about how I want my hair to look as far as like how much texture I will receive when I do a braid out. So it's a 2-part thing for me. If you're just gonna wear your hair in this hairstyle and then rock that until the next wash day, then you probably don't, care as much about what the texture looks like because you're gonna take it down and jump in the shower anyway. But I do like that versatility of going from a twist out, or from a twist or a braid, cornrows or whatever, and then doing a twist out, braid out, whatever. So I'm grabbing some of my beautiful clusters here. So I got my cello. I am so tongue-tied today, guys. It is unbelievable. So I'm grabbing the curling jelly, applying that to my hair, and I'm applying some more water, my water and conditioner mix. So as you can see, this is my final braid. I'll just swoop them down a little bit, get some control on it. My baby hairs lay in the pattern that I want immediately after I wash my face, you know, because I will wash my face and get all of it to my hairline, just make sure there's no makeup residue. As well as product buildup on my scalp, because it could be product buildup for not just your makeup, but it could also be product building at the perimeter of your hair from makeup, hair products, because you know you got your edge controls and your gels and stuff. I wash my entire front section, so all my little baby hairs get clean. So even though I had makeup on yesterday, look, there's no evidence that there was ever any product in my edges, because I do take my cleanser and rinse that area, and then with my microfiber towel I just sort of wipe any excess product out, and then it sort of like slicks my edges forward too. I had another thought while I was sitting here braiding. That's what happens when you're doing your hair. You kind of just go into this zen state. The brain starts like popping off. And I remember this oil blend that I created that's in my video that I just posted is the oil blend that I use for the summer hair. That's why you see there's a lot of hydration, more hydration based products than moisturizing. But when I do my hair oil in the winter time, I pack it full of moisturizer. I am done, guys. Like, this is this side. I'm gonna give you guys a 360 view. So starting on my left, we took the left section here, and instead of doing one large French braid, I went ahead and divided it into two. And then we have it coming back. There you go. And then on this side, I think I have a total of 5 braids plus my accent. And that's it. I was gonna go ahead and put my makeup video into this to show like a cute like intro into fall look, but I'm sure this video is gonna be super duper long anyway, and I don't want you guys like sitting there forever. So you can watch these individually. You can get your hair part and then do your face part and do it all together. I'm gonna try to record these both right now and hopefully get them edited and posted here side by side. So at least get them posted maybe a day of each other if I can, or at least within the same week. I'm really gonna try, you guys, to get them together. If not, I'm gonna stick to my usual once a week posting, and you'll see this one and the next one. But keep your fingers crossed that both of these get launched at the same time. Alrighty, my lovelies, we went from dripping to straight slick. Oh my God. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please, if you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. If you know someone who might find this video helpful, please share it. If you want to know anything about what I did today, question about products that I might have forgot to mention, jump into that comment section, leave a question or a comment, and I will try my darndest to get to every single one. And, oh yeah, subscribe to your girl. Hey, come back and see me often. I don't want you guys to feel neglected because you don't know what your girl is up to because you forgot to hit the subscribe button. And if you want to know exactly when I drop a video, hit that bell. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace, love, and hair grease. Bye. Peace.